welcome to another episode of The Chaotic Minds. I am your host, Devontae Ewing, aka DJ Thunderbase, and I am joined today with my co-hosts.
Hello, guys, girls, and squirrels. I'm Henry Monty, also known as Mayhem the Hearts Mace. Hey, how you guys doing today?
Hello, I'm Dark Trooper coming from you live from a secret location, aka my couch.
Llama, you're muted. Damn it,
Yeah,
Llama.
That's okay. And I am the Supreme Llama Overlord, professional nonsense generator.
you are a nonsense generator.
Hey, I
And
could
we
be
love
herding chaos one episode at a time.
You do
Damn it,
have-
Llama.
And we are going to get started today with the way we always do, our relationships with Mayhem Hartman.
Hello, guys, girls, and squirrels. I'm Mayhem
Yep.
the Hearts Mace, also known as Henry, depending on your scenario. Hope all is well. To remember, the first thing we talk about when it comes to relationships is communication. Communication is key. Key to all relationships, friendships, and such. You need to be communicative when it comes to your friendships, relationships, workships, and everything else that you have. Communication literally can fix or correct everything as, hey, I misspoke, or hey, talk text said this, but I actually said this. There's a lot of that happens. Miscommunication is a issue and a problem when it comes to everyone. Doesn't matter who or whom you are. Now, when it comes to relationships, you need to understand and know that if you're in a relationship with somebody, such as your girlfriend, boyfriend, or whomever, you should always be respectful to their boundaries and listen to their advice. If they're with you and they're willing to be with you and they're willing to sacrifice to be with you, and you're willing to do the same, you need to sit down and talk and make sure things are done accordingly. Don't fight, don't argue, just, hey, these are your points of view. These are my points of view. This is how you feel. This is how I feel.
Spank me.
Damn it, Llama. But I might. So,
Harder.
when it comes to friendships, friendships should always be as such when it comes to communicating, or if you have an issue or problem. Some of us have different points of views. So in doing so, you understand their points of views and you show them respect. Even if they say something outlandish, crazy, or insane, you still need to be respectful to one another. Because if you're expecting a relationship, a friendship, and you're expecting them to be respectful to you, you should do the same to them. That's always a good thing to start off with when it comes to a friendship and or a relationship.
Like
Same
the
thing
old
with-
saying goes.
When you're sitting there at work, you have to show common human decency and respect. Understand that when you're at work, there is a hierarchy. That is not just someone talking crap and saying, oh, hierarchies. No, there is a hierarchy for a reason. And you notice in relationships I've noticed in TV shows and such of the men versus women when it comes to survival things, you'll notice quick, fast, and in a hurry, men build a hierarchy almost instant. Who's the strongest? Who's the fastest? Who's the best at fishing or cooking or gathering? Who is the best at getting this done? Who is the one that's willing to tell everybody this is the hard thing we need to do, but we need to get it done or we all die? On the other note, though, sadly, when it comes to the women of the hierarchy, they don't have one usually. It's usually, I have worried about your feelings, or let's be buddy. Oh, I don't want to push on you or anything else. But then they'll turn around and talk crap right behind your back. This is not every woman, but this is the common and basic one. My wife's one of those rare ones out there that will just be like, yeah, no, let's get this figured out now and cut down the problem now and get it fixed. For me, I understand these kind of concepts between both men and women, let alone just being an individual in general. Now, when it comes to any kind of issues or problems, such as the guys in the group, if I ever have an issue or problem, I communicate with them accordingly. I talk with them and explain, hey, why don't we discuss this? Okay, you have your point of views. I have my point of views. Can we just have a discussion and find a middle ground? And if there's not a middle ground, we can agree to disagree. It doesn't mean you hate the person. It doesn't mean that you're mad or you're angry at them or you want to spite them or destroy their life or try to make up lies, slander, defamation to try to take them to court or anything. You sit down and talk like adults. Hey, I was angry at you. Hey, I was upset with you, or such. Okay, cool. Let's have that conversation like adults. Figure it out, get it situated so there is no more problems, there is no more issues. Oh, okay, well, there's a resolve now. That is something that is needed between men, women, friends, coworkers, and such. When it comes down to it, I will always bring this up, and I'll probably bring this up probably 1,000 more times. Communication is the key to everything, at least most things. You need to sit down and stand your ground, but you need to listen and understand what the other person is saying or thinking, because they may be wrong. They may be right. They may have a good point.
I'm never wrong.
Damn it, Llama.
What?
On that note, would any of you guys like to talk or bring up anything for relationships so we can have a discussion? Any ideas, thoughts, or opinions?
Dark Trooper's touching me.
Dark Trooper, why are you and Llama in the same room? And how did this happen?
Because he kidnapped me and put it in the hole in this basement.
I also took his couch and repainted the wall, so it looked
I
like
noticed.
It was a living room.
That's why he hasn't been to work for the past few days. I mean,
I didn't think of anything.
And for the record, I put him in my upstairs. I'm in the basement. Thank you very much.
I'll be there later.
You kept threatening me with a hose.
Well, you put the lotion on his skin and it does what it's told. But besides that, is there anything that you guys would like to bring up in a scenario to have a conversation about when it comes to relationships? It doesn't have to be a relationship girlfriend boyfriend or boyfriend or girlfriend or whatever it is that these guys do these days. But
Honestly,
friendship wise and work as well.
Honestly, the relationship between siblings is
Siblings,
a
too.
complicated one. I listened to a story I've heard before about a sister who took over her OP's wedding to be like the to help her with all the wedding stuff, and because you know how some weddings are complicated. She immediately started going over budget and started making arrangements and stuff for her wedding without even consulting her. And when she
Making about her instead.
and told her very point blankly to say, "Stop it! I don't want this." She just gaslit her and said, "Oh no, I know what's best for you." She eventually said, "Fuck it," canceled everything, lost about, I think she lost to like $8,000.
Jeez.
In return non-refundable money, and just eloped.
Man, I can't think of the word now either.
But that, and then the sisters tried to give her an invoice for like $7,500, and she's just like, no.
Yeah, when it comes to something like that, that's something I have learned. I will never, ever let my siblings ever have control of that in that kind of manner. The only one that technically did was my adopted sister, Heather. She helped me and my wife have our wedding, and she filmed it and everything for us, even though it was sideways or upside down. I can't remember the video.
We don't need to hear about the honeymoon.
No, you don't. But when it comes down to it, we had a cute little wedding where it was at Umicon in Detroit, across the water. And we had it as like a kind of like a royal ceremony in a way, where everybody had their cosplay gear, but everybody had lightsabers. So they all pulled their lightsabers out and raised them above like knights would for swords.
The last time I whipped out my lightsaber, somebody called the cops.
Oh yeah, because your lightsaber should
you flash it in front of kids.
But nonetheless,
Look,
damn it.
As far as I knew, Henry was of age at the time, okay?
Oh, that's even worse. Oh my god. When it came to the wedding for me and my wife, with my sister helping, my adopted sister, it went pretty smooth, and it was nice. We just had a quick little ceremony. Our friend Joey at the time married us because he's ordained. We were already technically married through the state and everything else, had the paperwork, everything else signed and figured out. Just, we had to have a little ceremony. We are doing a renewing of vows in a few years that is exactly how my wife wants it to be.
So I 100% want to be there this time.
Yes, you will be, Llama. Just, we might put a muzzle on you. Or a shot collar, Hassan Piker. I mean,
if it goes around my balls.
We might actually, because that'd probably be the only way to go make you have funny noises. Go, whoo! Damn it, Llama!
Aye, Pepsi.
Aye, Poppy.
Man, he is. Oh my god! Latino people. Oh my god, they're my weakness.
I took a drink of water at the wrong moment.
Yeah, wrong hole. That's what they always say.
Yeah, my booty hole was not where I should be drinking from.
Damn it, Llama! Oh,
drinking water from his belly button.
Right. So
not too much mold.
When it comes to that kind of stuff, me and my wife had a really nice marriage where we walked down the line, had all our friends raise their lights. Thunder Base was there.
Mm-hmm.
He was one of the men. I wish he would have been the one to sign the paperwork with us instead of the said person that we had that betrayed us not too long after. Because I don't want to be looking at my wedding certificate with a said person's name that lied, slandered, defamed, and owes us a bunch of money. Like a bunch. Let alone the other.
The only reason it was him was because
we're not going to say name.
Before me.
Right? Thunder Base, though, is, my cousin. So it would have been probably more appropriate for him.
I'm just his side chick.
We're renewing the vows. Damn it, Llama. You are my side chick. What are you talking about?
12 minutes, 9 damn it's. I'm getting there. Working at it 1 minute at a time.
Yeah, you're getting there. You're getting there. You got some spry right now. You finally having coffee? Did you put it in the wrong hole?
No, I got a bigger cup for my water, so now I don't have to refill it like every 2 seconds.
Ah, you bought one of those.
You should be like me, and I drink mine out of a mason jar.
I'm just drinking coffee out of my Mandalorian helmet.
No, I got this cup from Comic-Con many moons ago, and I just recently found it, and then got rid of the dysentery out of it, and yeah.
Damn it, Llama, you sick fuck. But on that note, is there anything else you guys like to talk about for relationships or friendships or understanding before we shove off to the next segment?
Yeah, cheesecake is the way to my heart.
Well, okay, ladies, if you ever are interested in our secret guest, Llama, the Supreme Overlord, cheesecake is the best way to get to him.
Hey, wait. What kind of cheesecake?
Raspberry.
Oh, good to know, because
chocolate raspberry is also a good choice, but I love raspberry anything.
I like
There's only one man who dare give him the raspberry.
That sounds. I don't know how I feel about that, because I feel like the raspberry is like a very negative thing and a different connotation.
It's okay. We know your Darth helmet secretly. Oh, Matt, no.
Back to replace that role.
When it comes to relationships, friendships, and everything else, you always have to communicate and talk accordingly. You show your people respect, or crack a joke to make them laugh, which is what Llama does, is make you laugh. If you ladies are ever interested, you talk to Llama. If you ever want to giggle, because he'll make you giggle.
A long time ago, I cracked my ass. It hasn't been the same since.
I don't know if that's a damn it or a cry moment.
Can it be both?
It can be. So damn it, Llama. All right. On that note,
that was time for our lore section.
We'd like to go to the next one, which is our
lore
special segment right here.
my true believers.
I believe.
I believe
I
I
can
can
die.
fly.
Got shot by the FBI.
It might happen.
Anyway, today with Thanksgiving around the corner, I thought we would talk about. You ever wonder what that symbolization? You know, the horn-looking thing with all the fruits and veggies and all the food that's coming out of it.
It's like a basket.
It's like a basket. It is actually a basket in nowadays.
Cornucopia?
It's called a cornucopia, and it's actually also known as the horn of plenty. This is a symbolization is supposed to be symbolization the harvest, plenty, and the spiritual abundance. So it's like you literally this horn literally produces any food you want, including food, meats, juices, all that kind of stuff.
Should we do that for D&D? Sorry.
Yes, I've actually read in Rick Ryan where they use the cornucopia like a shotgun, like a grenade launcher, and they shot a ham at somebody. Literally, it's funny as hell. And the funny thing is that the person who did it is the daughter of Aphrodite.
Oh, that's even more messed up.
I don't know. I
Anyway.
heard about a guy shooting a hamster out of his ass yelling Armageddon.
Damn it, llama.
Anyway, the horn of plenty comes from go all the way back to ancient Greeks and Greece mythology. There's actually the problem is that there's so many different versions of the cornucopia that it's kind of hard. But the two main ones are one is from Zeus. When Zeus was a child, before he got after his other siblings got eaten by Kronos, and he was headed away, he actually got sent to an island where a goat, who happens to be a goddess, nurtured him while he was a babe, and she had plenty, and she was the goddess of nourishment, I think it was. Her name was Animathea, and she was actually a goat. Well, one day, Zeus and her were roughhousing and playing, and Zeus accidentally broke off one of her horns. Distraught, she started sobbing and all. And Zeus looked at the horn, and go, "Because you helped me so much I will promise you that the symbolization of this horn will always have abundance and plenty of nourishment and food." And ever since then, that horn is exactly what it is.
Eye stock, is that from Apple?
The other one is Heracles and Archimedes. Not Archimedes. Arthur. Achelous. I'm terrible with
English, motherfucker. Do you speak it?
names. They actually were fighting over a woman, and who eventually the same woman who would also unknowingly betray him by giving Heracles a poison tunic that was given to him by Hera. Because, actually, side note, the funny thing about Heracles, his name is so ironic. His name means, and I can hit you not, beloved of Hera. But the problem is Hera hated his guts because the problem is Heracles, also known as Hercules, was the son of Zeus, and the thing is Zeus was a very horny lad. Be more accurate, he's a man whore. Slept with anything that was willing or unwillingly, and he slept with Hercules' mother. And to appease Hera, he named her Heracles, but she tormented him throughout his entire life. Anyway, back to where I was going. The horn. The reason why it's a horn shape is because of the myths, and almost every culture has their own version of the horn of plenty, and it's usually fruits or vegetables that are in the horn. But nowadays, it's mostly symbolization. It's usually a basket, or the basket symbolization, because when you allow harvesting, they used to carry a basket on their shoulders. A basket, like a basket backpack, so that all they do is they grab it, throw it in the back, and But nowadays it's mostly associated with Thanksgiving. There are some countries in states who use it in their flags or as a symbolization of their countries, but that's pretty much it. So, you guys got any questions?
I don't have a question, but I have a piece of my own lore.
Henry disappeared. No. Why? Why?
I kind of don't want to say my lore until Mayhem's back. I kind of feel like I might get a damn it llama out of it. What's that? What's the music from? The dee 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 dee.
Jeopardy.
Jeopardy. I was thinking it was Jeopardy, but I didn't want to sound like an idiot, so I just decided to sound like an idiot in a different way. Fuck it. I'm going to tell you guys my lore. So back in the 607 AD-ish area, Japan sent a letter to China introducing itself as the land of the rising sun. And in 1945, America proved that it could drop the sun anywhere it wanted.
I love you.
No.
True.
Oh, I'm black. I mean, back. I mean, oh crap.
Damn it! I could have just waited like 40, not even 40 more seconds. I got a damn it llama out of that. Damn it!
Yeah, sorry, I was being a parent and
Damn
taking
it,
care
ma'am.
of the kid. Damn it, llama, for being damn it mayhem.
Next
Oh.
video.
But is that it for lore for it, or is there
Unless you have any
other
questions.
about it? I do
Lore
know
on
that
the
it's
floor.
for Thanksgiving. I do think it's pretty interesting that it transferred from a horn to a woven basket with fruit and food inside, which is part of the underwear country or the underwear label for which one is that?
In reality, Fruit of the Loom did
Fruit of the
not
Loom.
have a cornucopia.
Yeah,
That
actually,
did not have a cornucopia. That is a Mandela effect.
That is so weird. Because in some universes, it does exist as that, because that's what I remember. Does that mean I'm from that universe?
no, it means you're from the other one.
You're from
Damn
the
it,
back
Mama.
universe.
But that did remind me. I did have a comment about the Horn of Plenty. Hey, ma'am, can we see your Horn of Plenty?
No, because we'll be canceled right after, because it'll be like, hey, look, wow, that's
It's
They
so
also
big it would hang down to
Probably
my video.
just slap the hell out of me because I'm not supposed to show it to anybody but her. And I will never tick off my wife in that manner.
Well, does
Nor
it
if I
count if
show
we
it
don't
to
see
you.
the whole thing?
See, I'm just
The camera
imagining one
can't
day.
even fit it.
See, that's the thing. I'm imagining one day you're just gonna piss her off so bad. I'm just driving by and coming out hang out. I see you running out the door. I just turn around. I just do like a complete U-turn, just run away, and you're just like, "No, take me with you." And it's like it hands.
Here's the actual Fruit of the Here's
Yeah,
the actual Fruit of the Loom.
Other
logo.
version where it has the cornucopia with it. I've seen it. It's just like the Sinbad movie where they try to say it didn't exist, but it does. And just like when they try to say that the
Are you
CP3O
trying to say this version?
that I have
Yeah,
seen
I was about to say I've seen it too.
I have seen that on clothing. In fact, I might even have some I'll have to check out one day and take a picture of them and be like, aha, I am from a different universe.
It's just like the Land O'Lakes people where they kept the land and took away the Indian. It's the most American thing ever.
That's so dark because me and Devontae are both Native American.
Mhm.
But it's like the CP3O where they try to say he wasn't fully gold and he had a silver leg. No, I own the actual Star Wars original VHSs.
So do I.
It has CP3O fully gold without a silver leg before they
Okay.
did the digital revamp that has a silver leg.
Can you do me a favor? Can you say his name one more time?
CP3O?
Can you say it correctly this time?
C3PO.
I can't say things right. I'm literally dyslexic with learning disabilities, man. And with ADHD on top of that. I can't speak properly.
Star Wars
Let
is supposed to be
alone-
like your number one subject, my friend.
I love Star Wars. That doesn't mean I say their names right or spell their names right. Damn it, Llama.
Next, you're going to tell me about Cool Walker Sky. I don't fucking know.
Oh, well, I know about Sky. Or damn it! Now you just ruined it for me. Luke Skywalker. Damn it, Llama. Luke Skywalker or Anakin Skywalker. Like, but when it comes to Revan, I can talk about Revan all damn day.
God,
That's my
Revan's
favorite
like
Star Wars
yeah,
characters.
no,
Revan
same.
and Mace Windu and such.
Revan is my favorite top.
He's the GOAT.
Yeah, he's
The greatest of all time, period.
I was so upset when they did not come out with the third of that trilogy.
I was waiting for it. They were talking about it for years, and I was all excited for it. And then they're like, "Oh, by the way, we're not doing it. We're gonna do Force Unleashed." Even though Force Unleashed is awesome.
Yeah.
Good.
We have to keep moving.
But
It is on to our celebrity birthday.
oh, I was jamming out. I'm sorry.
And we're starting today with November 6th. And we're going
Is
to
it
start it
6th or is
off
it 5th?
6.
Okay.
And we're going to start it off with TV and movie actress Emma Stone.
Damn, I was gonna
37.
get her. Oh, you got me on that one. Emma Stone is. I had a crush. I love redheads when it comes to that. Freckles, redheads, bustiness. Usually Irish women. Got to be good. Irish or Jewish. Those are the women I like. Or occasionally Latina.
She's old.
What? She's 37. She's my age.
You're old too.
Damn it, Llama. You're around my age. Are you older or younger than me? I can't remember.
I'm immortal, remember? Until
Doesn't
proven
mean
wrong,
your
at least.
age for now, because the same thing for me. I've died 3 times and came back. Scared the hell out of people, like the EMT people, or the doctors, or the nurse.
What about the MET people?
The hell is that?
It's an EMT misspelled.
Damn it, Llama. Just because I'm dyslexic doesn't mean I'm retarded. Well, kind of am.
Yeah, I mean, the one has nothing to do with the other, but you still are. But so am I, and it's fine. We love each other, and that's all that matters. We won't tell Lucy about our love.
No, she knows. She knows I love you. I heart you.
I
The
fart
wolf
you.
loves the llama, but for different reasons.
It's because of the fluff.
It is the fluff. And back to it
I
though.
can see your child now. Just like you just this abomination. It's like kill me.
Oh, please no.
Oh, shit. He wasn't talking about himself.
Let's go with Ethan Hawke, 55, movie actor. He has played in Training Day, Boyhood, and Explorers, and Dead Pets or Dead Poets Society in 1989.
Oh, Captain, my captain.
Yes.
Right, and there's a few others that he was into as well. All right, you guys got any people for the celebrity birthdays? Let's go with Thunderbase. Who do you have?
Basketball player Lamar Odom, 46. He's a member of the Los Angeles Lakers. And
A basketball player.
Yeah.
Nice.
yeah, he started off with the Clippers, then he went to the Heat, now he's on the Lakers.
I got one for you guys. Bowen Yang, 35, TV actor. Mostly known for Saturday Night Live.
What about Emperor Jiazhong of Xiang? I did not pronounce that correctly, just for the record. Born November 6, 778 AD. Ruler of the Tang Dynasty, reigned 805 to 820.
Well, wow. What about do you got one Dark Trooper? If not,
No,
I'm going to.
I'll do the next one.
All right, I got June Squibb, 96, movie actress and TV actress. The Age of Innocence, about Goldman. I can't say that one. And Woody Allen. The screens
I'll
of.
show you. You're my Woody Allen.
How about
Damn it,
this?
Llama.
How about this? Barrett Reed. She is 37, and she actually played Janice in the stage adaptation of Mean Girls.
Nice,
So
nice.
in Mean Girls the musical, she played Veronica's friend Janice.
I like the movie Mean Girls.
It gets basically the same. It's the same thing, just with some music added into it.
Have you guys
Oh.
ever seen the movie Jawbreaker? It's kind of like a
Yes.
similar adaptation, but darker.
Yeah, I remember you in high school.
Damn it, Llama. Yes, me in high school, I was the Jawbreaker in a different manner. Not the movie horror trope where someone dies. Mine was you started a fight and you were the bully. I was the bully of the bullies, and I'd break your damn jaw. I don't appreciate people bullying people. You don't push people around, bully people, disrespect people, start fights, or you learn a lesson. I was the law before law because law for high schoolers and teenagers was different. You had to have a bully of the bullies. You couldn't bring in the law because you were under 18. What do you guys got for the next birthday? And then we'll shift over to November 7th after that.
Oh,
I got
got one for 7.
I mean, I got one, but it's unsure if the person was born on the 6th or the 7th.
Okay. Well, we'll just shift over to the 7th then.
I got one. How about Marie Carey? She died. She was born 1867 and died July 4th, 1934. She was a physicist and won 2 Nobel Peace Prize for discovering the 2 radioactive elements of radium and polonium.
How about this? Lord. Pop singer. She's 29. She's the one that created the song Royals.
What's the next birthday that we have?
The 7th.
All right, we're on the 7th of November. Let's go with did you guys get Co-Wire?
No.
47 TV show host.
How about James Cook, explorer? He's a British explorer who mapped the southern Pacific, including Australia, eastern coast of Hawaii, and he is completely the first record exploration of New Zealand. He died in February 14th, 1779, at the
Now,
age
how
of
many? Oh wow, how many people thought he was a cook? Because back in the day, for history, your last name meant what your profession usually was, depending on what origin you were from. But cooks and such, known as cooks, or chefs, or whatever else, depending on the person.
No
Well,
clue.
he's actually an apprentice naval merchant and studied mathematics and astronomy.
Yeah, so he tried to pull away from the whole cook aspect.
How about this? Pop and EDM DJ / producer David Guetta. 58. Oh. He does not look it.
What about Amy Beth McNutley? Wow. McNutley.
I'll show you my
24.
McNutley.
Damn it, Llama.
You walked into that one.
I did. I walked right in on it, hit me in the mouth, and I went, what is this?
I feel bad for her. She probably got picked on a lot.
Lily.
Yeah, she was in Netflix as Annie with an E, and revival of Annie of Green Gables. And then she was in the Netflix Stranger Things as well.
Mhm.
Okay, so did you guys get Maria Curry?
Yes, we did.
All
Yep.
right. Sorry, I had to
How
run to the
about
restroom for a moment.
how about this? Joni Mitchell, 82, best known for her song "Big Yellow Taxi." Folk singer. She also has a song called "Case of You" and there's also a song called "River."
Nice, nice. All right, got one called The 828 pop singer. It's a Asian dude with a pink, bright, fluorescent hair. He was a b-boy in China for 6 years. At a wow, for a young age. Okay, but who we have next before we shift over to the
How
next
about
day?
Lindsay Duncan, 75? One of her iconic roles was in the Phantom Menace as a droid called TC-14.
Hmm. How about this? Park Ji-hoo, 22. She was in the Netflix series All of Us Are Dead. Weird supernatural drama. It's actually really good.
Shall we move to 8? Llama's mic is off again.
Damn it, Llama. All right, we got to
I mean, I wasn't talking then. But
that's fine.
yeah,
We're
no,
gonna go
my
in.
dog.
Are we in November 8th? If not, let's
Yeah,
shift
we
over
can
to
move to-
How about-
November 8th. I
How
got
about
one.
this?
Gordon Ramsay.
Gordon Ramsay.
You
Aha.
donut.
If you want, you can explain it. If you want, I know you're a fan of him.
Majorly popular chef and host of Hell's Kitchen. Dude's got the
He has restaurants.
bad attitude.
world.
He's got a bad attitude at times, but
He's
Dude,
honest.
one
He's one of
hell
the
of-
most
yeah.
honest dudes ever when it comes to that stuff. And when he
Yep.
puts his hands over your head and says, "Are you an idiot sandwich?" You are an idiot sandwich.
yes.
Oh my God, he was the voice of Baker Smurf in the Smurf movie.
Yes.
Wait. Are you serious? I gotta
Yes.
look. Holy crap, he was.
He's been in a lot of things.
I respect him even more now. I already respected him, but now I respect him way more.
And what I appreciate about Gordon Ramsay is just his sheer skill. When he
And
does
he's Scottish.
on one of the, I think it was the Master Chef ones, is that he just pulls a
He's
chicken
from
apart like it was not.
Johnstone's.
Hey,
He
it says
was
Dom's
born in Johnstone, Scotland.
He was from Scotland?
Yes, he's a Scottish chef.
We got one of our buddies here that just jumped in as well. If you guys would like to have him introduce himself real quickly before we jump on to the next birthday. Introduce yourself, my brother.
Good evening, folks. Dom here, aka Dominant Visions, and I am here. Sorry for the lateness, and all I'm just hearing is a lot of birthdays and birthdays and birthdays.
Did you bring any beer since you're here?
We are on November 8th, by the way.
No, but I brought water.
Over to November 9th. Wow, this guy is.
No, we just started on November 8th. Why are we about to move on to the 9th? We just started the 8th.
Well, now that the 9th is concluded, let's move on to the 10th.
Oh dear. I'll
have a
rapper here. I feel bad for him actually because his first name is Pooh.
Is his last name Winnie?
No, surprisingly not. No, it's Shisley. Pooh Shisley. But he's a rapper for 26. No wonder he became a rapper. I feel bad for your name.
Shiesty.
Boo Shiesty. Still, oh my God. He has 3.5 million Instagram followers. Released his debut single in 2018.
I mean, that's a few more Instagram followers than I have.
Only by a few.
Yeah, I mean, me and my whopping 0.
I actually have probably 1,000, somewhere around there.
I don't have an Instagram.
Damn it, Llama. But I do. All right, but let's get to another one. Right here, I got one. Kim
Possible.
Chawan, 28 pop singer.
How about Alfie Woodward?
Woodard.
Woodard. She was one of the characters in Star Trek First Contact. She was the lady who shot at Picard.
She's
Yeah,
also
she was one of the first female actresses in Star Trek that got a big role, and also being a black woman that had a chance to prove that she can be an actress and skilled and intelligent and sexy all at the same time. And boy, howdy, did she look good in the dress. She had the attitude to tell you to F off, and she could fire a phaser better than most.
She sounds just like you.
wasn't
I am a pretty woman, thank you.
wasn't it Nichelle Nichols that was in Star Trek?
That's a different one. There's numerous
How
women that are in
about
Star
this?
Trek.
Your
How
legs
about
look
this?
fantastic in a dress, Saturday.
Rapper Tech
I know you-
9, 54. Sorry, trying to move on.
I have one.
Rapper Tech 9, 54.
Now, that's
Tech
a name I've
Nine?
never heard. Tech
I love
Nine.
that
That's a
guy.
name
That guy's
That's a
awesome.
name I've heard in a long time.
I'm big on Tech 9. All right, let's do one more before we go to the 9th.
I have one. We have Minnie Riperton, born 1947, passed away in 1979. She is a soul singer that is known for her title, Lovin' You, and she is the mother of comedian SNL actress Maya Rudolph.
Well, I
Nice.
got another big one.
All right.
Tara Reid,
Oh, wow.
50.
Oh,
Best known as Vicky from American Pie.
Sasha from Urban Legend.
She's also in Josie and the Pussycats.
She was featured in the Sharknado films.
Yep. As well as A Return to Salem's Lot and Big Lebowski.
Oh, wow.
She also had a character. She was also the character Ashley on Days of Our Lives.
all right.
Oh, wow.
Let's go on to November 9th. I'm going to start it
I was
off
about
with
to say we're in November, not October.
Oh, wow. I didn't hear that one. All right, did anybody get Chris Jericho yet?
No.
That's the Lion himself, Chris Jericho from WWE Pro Wrestling. He is
Oh, crap.
55 years old. Also was in a band as well. What was the band's name? I can't remember. Let me double check.
I can't believe I missed that one.
He was in AEW as well. And everything.
He's in AEW right now.
How about Lou Ferrigno, movie actor, 74. He was best known as the first live action Incredible Hulk.
Oh, Lou Ferrigno.
Oh,
Yeah.
Lou Ferrigno. Lou Ferrigno is awesome. A
He was
great
also in one of the Fantastic Four movies with Stan Lee as a bodyguard, as a security guard.
Did you know that he was partially deaf?
Yeah, and he appeared in Motor City Comic Con 2 years ago.
He was also in King of Queens as the neighbor.
He played in Hercules. Played his rendition of Hercules.
Oh yeah, with that built body he has, and how big he is, and how built he is. He's still alive and everything. He's still a jack dude, 74 years old.
And according to this website, he also helped train Arnold Schwarzenegger in his early career.
Mm-hmm. That's also a fun fact. I have one. I think you guys know this one. Alyssa Court, 52. She is a TV actress and voice actress. She's best known for the PBS series Big Comfy Couch as Lunette, and she's the voice of Jubilee in the X-Men 90s series.
Wow.
And she's Lydia in the Beetlejuice animated series.
That's awesome because I own that one. Let's do one more before we shift over to the 10th.
How about this? Pop singer for the group Twice, Momo, 29.
Oh, nice. Momo.
All right, let's go into November 10th now.
How about Brittany Murphy, movie actress? She died in December 20th, 2009 at the age of 32. 8 Mile, Clueless, Sin City, Uptown Girl. I think she died of an overdose.
Oh,
King
dear.
of the. Don't forget King of the Hill.
All right, we got one right here. Tracy Morgan, 57, TV actor. He also does comedy stuff too. But Saturday Night Live, 30 Rock, the longest yard, and Are We There Yet?
He
I
As
don't.
well as other
he's
films.
fun. Yes, are we there yet? He was the talking bobblehead.
If all yards are 3 foot, how can one be longer than the rest?
Damn
How
it,
about
Llama.
this? EDM DJ and producer for multitudes of artists. Diplo. He's
The-
I got one
47.
right here called
the
Walton.
DJ of the song "Express Yourself."
Mhm.
I got one right here for TV actor Walton Gorgons, 54. He's
Legend.
mostly known for playing villains.
Oh yes.
The Righteous Gemstones, Quentin Tarantino's The Hateful Eight, Justified, and a few others.
How about
Here's
Martin Luther, religious leader? He died February 18th, 1546 at the age of 62. He
Is that
was
Martin Luther King or just Martin Luther?
the
Martin
original
Luther.
Martin Luther.
The one that started Lutheranism.
Oh,
Mhm.
One who nailed his 99 grievances against the church to the door of a church.
Yep.
I have one. How about Lou Ferrigno Jr., who appeared in How I Met Your Mother, the 2004 series Teen Wolf, and SWAT?
I didn't know that his son was named right
41
after it.
years old.
How about Sinbad, 69? Giggity.
Comedian.
Right.
Comedian.
How about this?
He's the guy that was in the movie that a lot of people don't know that exists when he played as a genie.
He also the main reason he hasn't been seen in a while is because he had a stroke.
Yep.
he had.
How about this? Country singer Miranda Lambert. 42.
Oh, her.
She's an amazing country artist. I've actually gotten to see her live a couple of times.
She has a really gorgeous voice. I ain't gonna lie.
All right, we got one right here. Claire Higgins, 70 years old, and she was in the Netflix series Sandman.
Oh wow.
Hmm.
Very nice.
Let's do one more before we shift over to the 11th.
I got one. We have Tommy Davidson, 62. He is a comedian and TV actor. He's best known for voicing Oscar Proud in The Proud Family and Proud Family Louder and Prouder.
I liked Proud Family.
Mhm.
I enjoyed a lot of those ones. There was another one that was like a plumber guy. Fuck, what was that one called?
Mario Brothers.
No. Damn it, Dark. No.
I want to go down your plumbing.
Damn it, Llama.
Is it Malcolm in it?
I don't remember what it was called. I think it was the Projects or something. I don't remember.
PJs.
PJs, thank you.
That's with Eddie Murphy.
Yep, and it was claymation. It was very fun. All right, let's go to November 11th.
Here
How
we
about
go.
Leonardo DiCaprio? 51.
Mm.
Best known as Jack from Titanic.
And
Wolf
the
has been in a ton of
Oh, wow,
others.
we were just talking about this guy.
And the Great
Literally-
Gatsby.
I was literally cracking a joke about this guy. He's 40 years old now, a YouTube star, but sadly for the negative reasons,
How
omniscient.
about George S. Patton, war hero, died in December 21, 1945 at the age of 60.
I was
He's
going
a-
to choose him,
He's
but then I
a
seen
four-
omniscient,
he's
and I
a
was like,
four-star
"Ugh."
United States general, iconic leader during World War II.
Stanley Tucci.
Yep, Stanley Tucci.
Yep, 65 years old.
I'm sorry, I just heard Stanley Cucci. What?
Damn it, Llama. Oh, The Devil Wears Prada. He was in the Terminal, Percy Jackson, Sea of Monsters, Transformers: Age of Extinction. That's where I remember him from.
And the 20th
Hunger
Century
Games.
Fox animated movie, Robots.
And Beauty and the Beast 2007, which was a horrible live action film.
Ugh.
Like, Disney, please stop with your live action. Half of them aren't live action. Most of them are crap. Just make a part 2 to something or make something original. If not, contact us. We have ideas. If you want a real story, we can give it to you. Stop ruining the movies we grew up with when we were kids. I love
Hold
Beauty
on.
and you guys ruined it for me.
For legal purposes, I want to change what he just said from "we'll give it to you" to "we'll sell it to you."
Thank you. Llama is protecting us with his overlord skills. All right, let's go to another
Supreme
guy.
Overlord skills.
How about Abigail Adams, the first lady of the second president of the United States? She had 6 kids,
Holy crap balls. I respect her. That is a tough lady.
and one of them was named Nettie.
How about this? Park Solomon, 26. He's another member of that Netflix series, All of Us Are Dead.
How about Camille Hyde, 32? She's best known as Shelby in Power Rangers Dino Fury.
Nice. I'm a
that
big
was-
Power Ranger fan.
or-
I'm actually
No, I'm not
working
good.
on being a Power Ranger soon because I'm going to be the Grandmaster Purple Ranger. I was the villain for this year, but next year I'm going to be the hero. Anti-hero, technically. But
Obviously, zero.
let's do one more before we shift off to the 12th, which is today.
I wasn't born today. I was born
Damn it, Mama.
yesterday.
Demi Moore, 63. Movie actress known for films like Ghost, G.I. Jane, and Hunchback of Notre Dame.
That was a good one. Oh, that's weird. All right, let's go to November 12th. I've got one right here. Ryan Gosling, 45. He recently played in Barbie as Ken, which was interesting. He played, Half Nelson, La La Land, The Notebook, which I actually enjoyed. The Notebook. I don't care what anybody says. I'm a big lover when it comes to
Young
movies.
Hercules and Goosebumps.
Yes, but I preferred him in certain things. And there's also Blue Valentine
I got
and
one.
Daughters of the Real Girl. Crazy Stupid Love as well.
I got one.
How about William Wallace Swall?
I was just
Wallace Shawn.
I was just about to say that one too.
I don't know. He sounds swole.
Inconceivable.
He not only was that character, but he was also the Grand Nagus in Deep Space Nine.
Yes, he was.
He
And
was Principal Mazer in Goofy Movie and Rex
Be
in
honest-
Toy Story.
oh yeah, I love that movie, Toy Story and Goofy movie. My wife actually is a big Star Trek fan, and the funny thing is that she likes the Quarks race the most of their race of the what do they call what's their race called for Star Trek? They're pretty much they're space Jews. I know
What?
How
from being a Jew myself, but
Hold on.
Well,
Hold on.
about this?
Are you talking about the Ferengis?
yeah, thank you. The Ferengi. The Ferengi are literally space Jews.
I've never heard them fucking called space Jews.
Oh,
Ever.
all the Jewish people all know it because they all care about is the prophet and doing things by the order of the law, and that's it. And everybody hates them because they do things right, which is usually what Jews do. They do things right, and people hate them for it.
People hate me because I do things left.
Damn it, Llama. You better not do things left. We need to talk now. You got a new record, by the way.
All right. How about this? Folk singer Neil Young. He's 80.
80. Oh, wow.
Mhm.
I would love to hit that age.
I was a little worried about what you're gonna say at the end of that.
Hit
how
that
about
age.
Anne Hathaway, 43? Best known for Princess Diaries and The Devil Wears Prada and Dark Knight Rises.
Damn,
I
that's
thought she was older than that, but I guess not. It just seemed like when I saw her in movies earlier on in life that like wasn't that close to her in age.
Yeah, there's also someone here, Grace Kelly. She is she died at the age of 52. She died on 1982, September 14th. She was in Dale M of Murder, Rear Window, The Catch of a Thief, High Noon.
Dial M for murder.
Thank you for correcting me. And then Alfred Hitchcock.
You said cock.
That's his director.
Damn it, Llama.
Alfred Hitchcock is a director. He directed those movies.
Didn't he directed Birds?
I feel like he directed
That
some
one too.
movies though.
All right, who's next?
You.
Rafi Cassidy, movie actress, 24. She's known as in the Disney film Tomorrowland. I think she was the kid.
Why not?
Oh, I was
yesterday,
literally
Bill?
about to say her. Yeah, she's 24 years old.
I heard a
she's
vibrate.
from Snow White and the Huntsman, which, to be honest, out of the live actions, that was the better Snow White. I actually liked that one, the Snow White and the Huntsman. It was better than the Disney Snow White that was a piece of crap, racist, sexist, stupid. Why did you put all that crap in there? That's what saved Disney in the first place, was Snow White. And you put a girl in there that doesn't even look like her or act like her or anything. Like
It even says in the book that that Snow White was skulled that because her skin was as fair as snow.
boom.
Jeez.
And
Yeah.
why is it they played a Latina girl that was darker skinned that had a bad attitude when Snow White was not like that at all? I'm not trying to be a dick, but look, a penis.
I have one. Tevin Campbell, 49. He's an R&B singer, best known for his song "Can We Talk" and "Powerline" from Goofy Movie.
Love that movie. I will rewatch Goofy Movie a million times. I love that my daughter is obsessed with that movie, and she thinks of it like me as Goofy and her as Max, which I think is hilarious because when I was a kid, I saw my dad as Goofy and me as Max.
If you want to know it, this is the 30th anniversary for a Goofy Movie.
I vote we just watch it right now.
100 more times. All right, we got one right here. Neil Young, 80 years old, folk
I
singer.
already said that.
Oh, wow. I am behind.
How about
You have it
Cote
behind.
de Pablo?
All right.
How about check 1 2, check 1 2?
I can hear you, buddy.
Cote de Pablo. She played Ziva Davis on NCIS.
Oh, wow.
She's 46.
What about Ben Albridge? 40 years
Aldridge?
old.
Ben Aldridge?
Yeah. I can't say that name right. He was Pennyworth in the Batman prequel series.
Gotham.
Yep.
Is it Gotham?
I
Yeah,
believe
Gotham. The series called Pennyworth. This was he began as Thomas Wayne.
Oh, well, Rebecca Whiskey. She is 54, and one of her roles plays as Edith in the in Ghosts.
All right, let's do one more. Thunderbase. Who is this last person that we're saying about before the birthday's on?
I mentioned all the ones I recognized.
All right. Anybody else?
I think I got one. I think I have one. Let me see if I can find that face one more time. Okay, I think I got one. We have. Come on, I think I lost the face. Okay. This is going to sound a little funny, but we have a Noel. They just call him Noel G for short. In every film, every role he gets, he's always playing a character named Hector. Every character, including Fast and Furious.
Is that because that's the only name he knows in that character? Yeah, I've seen him in the movies quite a few times.
It's weird though, but at the same time, it's like this is literally typecasting in a different
he did
form.
it on purpose. He chose it himself.
Oh wow!
Yep.
Did not
But
do that.
it is time to move on to our safety tips and scam protection.
All right, safety tips and scam protection. Now, mind you, for safety tips, the first safety tip we're going to talk about is safety knives. When you're working or utilizing a safety knife, some do have safety protectors on them, some do not. Be mindful where your body parts are when you're utilizing or using a knife when you're at work or at home or such, when you're cutting a box or cutting something open that you need to cut open. You're not supposed to pull the knife towards you. You keep your hands away from yourself or from the knife and or other body parts. You pull forward, not towards. I know it seems like the right thing to do to pull it towards you at times, but it's not right, because if you slip or mess up, you cut your object, body, gut, stomach, anything in the process. You don't want to be doing that. So be mindful when it comes to safety, when it comes to knives. Now, for scam protection, I know a lot of you have been getting a lot of weird calls lately, or emails, or AI ones. Recently, that's been happening a lot, is where you get an AI scam caller that tries to get your information by you saying certain things, and it starts picking it up and then utilizing it against you instantly by asking you for your personal information. Either block, ignore, leave it to a voice message, or give them purposely the wrong information and the wrong name so they can just screw up completely. And then when they try to do something, they get flagged, and the government comes knocking on their door and arresting the scammers, which they should be arresting often, because there's so many scammers in this world. We need our own special force or squad that goes after these scammers that are evil, manipulative, and messed up in the head, where they think it's fine to destroy your life so they can get a personal gain of money, so they can have a crazy wedding or other things for that short period of time, blowing all your money that you worked so hard for 20, 30, 40 years. No, we're not dealing with that anymore. We need to have that. And I would suggest that to everybody, or anything, or even the government that's listening or watching right now. We need to make a anti-scam protection squad or group, and I am willing to be one of those people to go after these scammers, because they have ruined my life when I was younger. And it took me forever to crawl back out of the hole that they dug me, laughing at me. But I made sure they got arrested. And I got those Hindu Indian scammers that were liars, fakes, and thieves gone. And they're still sitting in prison, still rotting, and I'm glad. But for the rest of them, we need to get the rest, because they're training and raising these kids and young adults to be scammers and liars, to think it's funny. It's not funny. It's not funny when someone takes your money from you, is it? No. Then why are you okay with doing it to somebody else? It's the rules for me, but not for thee. That is a wrong kind of scenario. But when it comes to other safety tips or scammer protection, what do you guys have for safety tips and or to fight against scammer protection? Anything you guys have to say?
Well, I got a update that I was informed about.
Okay.
That Meta is now planning on using all information on your accounts to help improve AI functions.
That's terrifying. I actually, Pando messaged me about that recently and sent that to me through Instagram, and I was reading that, and they were going to do that through Facebook and Instagram, where they're going to even go through and screen your private messages, which is illegal, and they're going to take them to try to teach AI to have a conversation, if not steal your data or information, and that is disgusting. They should be sued for that, because Facebook is American. So is Meta. So is Zuckerberg or Kuckerborg. We need to talk. I don't care how much jiu-jitsu or a training in martial arts you have done. I issued you a challenge 5 years ago. I'll issue you a challenge now. You need to get off the platform with that stuff. You need to stop making it so we're stealing our information and data. If not, I will challenge you to a hardcore hand-to-hand combat martial arts in the ring to raise money for poor, sick, cancer patient children. So you can't deny it without looking like a horrible person. And I won't take any of the proceedings or any of the money. I will give it all to donations just to fight you in the ring, just to prove a point that you need to stop trying to destroy the American people, stop destroying the protection of our country, because you want to take over and steal our individual conversations and information to program your robots that are stealing our information and money. Because what if we posted personal information in those chats that involves our bank account or involves our money or involves how we work or our family, and you're now giving it and sending it through the internet for everyone to see when it's supposed to be private, which the original terms of agreement that we agreed to, that we did not agree to the other stuff that's recently popping up. That is illegal. It is illegal. You were already in court for it several times and got caught lying, Mr. Kuckerborg. Yes, you are a cuck and you are a robot in many different ways. Your wife even told you she sleeps with other men on TV. So I can say that. So remember that. No more. You shouldn't be doing this. I don't agree to those terms and policies. Please take down my Facebook and my Instagram then. Shut them down forever. So Meta AI does not steal my conversation. A lot of F words in there.
Fuck.
We don't need that. That's wrong. I did not agree to any of that. I never agreed to that. I agreed to a conversation between one person and another, like a human being, not a robot. And even robots are supposed to understand you're supposed to have boundaries and respect towards one another for private conversations. If I have a conversation with Dark Trooper here, it's between him and me. If I have a conversation between Llama and me, it's between him and me unless Llama says something.
Or the highest bidder.
Damn it, Llama. But yes, you're right. And then same thing for Thunderbase or Dominant Visions. That is between us. That is not between anybody else. You should not be going through our private conversations. And if you are, we should have a choice of I agree or disagree. Disagree means you delete my whole profile. Delete it.
To be honest, I have a feeling he was preparing everyone for it in the first place with the release of Incognito mode.
Incognito
Now I
mode
surf porn
for a long
safely.
time, even before him.
Oh,
And
I
even
know.
then, incognito mode is still, it's still
But
technically
it
not
was never on. It was never on a Meta site.
not until now. And even then, incognito is technically still not incognito. The government still sees what you pull up.
Mhm.
Well, I
I
mean,
promise.
that's how it's advertised. Like if you're on a workplace computer, your employer can still see that information. It says it right there when you open incognito mode that
Read your
your
terms,
service
read your-
provider can see it. It's just meant to not save the information on your computer specifically, so that way,
Or your
like,
personal device.
yeah, if you start looking at like stuff, like if you're looking at porn and whatnot, you don't want anybody else to know what kind of kinks you might have. That's kind of the purpose of it,
Oh, I'll tell you right now, my stuff is anime, hentai, or MILF. I like older women. I like women older than me.
And Tigo Bitties.
Yeah, they have to be. It has to be older women with big old titties. Those are my rules. If you don't have that, I'm not interested. Don't want to talk to you. That's why I love that I have my wife that's older than me and in all the correct proportions that I like. I don't like girls younger than me. I don't like women younger than me. I think they're immature, disrespectful, liars, or they just want to cause drama and take you to court. I want nothing of that. I don't like gold diggers. I prefer somebody that's actually honest, loyal, trusting, and caring. I'm one of the rare guys that likes a woman older than him than younger than him. There are a few guys out there that like women older than them. I'm one of them.
I'd
Because
love
I
me a
want
gold
maturity.
digger. I could use
Damn
more
it,
gold
Llama.
in my
You can be
life.
my gold digger, but I'll show you how it goes. I mean,
No, I don't want to be digging for gold.
no, you'll probably get nuggets instead.
I'll show you my nuggets.
Oh, damn it, Llama. All right. Do you guys have anything for scammer protection or anything else, or any things that you want to state or say?
Yeah, I got generalized safety. Make sure that you're always wearing your sunglasses when dealing with llamas because we like to communicate with saliva.
Damn it, Llama. The sad thing is, I know you're right. It's messed up, but I know you're right. All right. On that note, that'll be safety tips and scam protection, unless anybody has anything else for that. If not, we're gonna go on to
Warhammer.
Floor hammer.
Greetings, citizens of the Imperium. By the grace of the God Emperor and with the blessing of the Holy Ordos, I have been authorized, particularly Amory Vale.
You are authorized to pronunciate your history of Warhammer.
I authorize you to document your words before you speak them.
Damn it, Mama.
Today, I thought we've been doing nothing but transhumans and Primarchs for the last couple of months. I thought we would do something a little different. I thought we should do some baseline humans. We're going to talk about one of the greatest heroes of the Imperium. Is he a hero? Is he a coward? Who knows? Or just one lucky SOB. He is none other than the hero of the Imperium, the savior of Pelia, the march of the leader of the March of the Liberator. Also, none other than Caiaphas Cain. Now, Caiaphas Cain, when he started, his early life was fragmented. Nobody really knows. Hell, he probably doesn't even know. All we know is that he grew up in a hive in the lower tiers, where he developed his danger sense and his ability to navigate underground very effectively. Something happened. His parents were guardsmen who died honorably, and therefore allowed him to join a thing called the Scholar Paginium, which is basically, think of it as like a big ass boarding school where they train Sisters of Battle, Arbites, commissars, and other sort of honorable mentions to the Imperium. He eventually gets the how he would say it. He would give him the sash and told him to go fuck off into the universe. His first engagement, his first regiment he was assigned to was a vet called the Valhallan 12th Artillery Company. See, his logic, he never anticipated he was thinking that, oh yeah, I'm going to be safe and sound behind the lines. I won't have to worry about getting killed. Unfortunately, that is not how that happened. And shortly after a battle, when he first became famous, he was technically deserting at his post, but just so happens that he stumbles upon a Tyranids who are flanking the artillery position, and so he ran back to his lines and managed to drop an entire company's worth, an entire barrage on top of the head of the Tyranids.
I hate Tyranid. There's so many of them. They're just literally prehistoric giant insect bugs. They're psychic.
I think as worse as the Gene Stealers. Caiaphas Cain has actually fought not only Tyranids, he has also fought pretty much every known enemy of the Imperium. He has fought Eldar, Tau, Tyranids, lots of Tyranids, and lots of Gene Stealers. He actually has a 12-book novel series that chronicles his entire life. That's narrated by his girlfriend Amory Vale, very attractive woman.
Giggity.
Pretty much, yeah. He eventually would end up on a planet called Polia. That's when he really became famous, because what he did was him and his faithful companion Jorgen fought across the continent against many orcs, freeing individuals, gathering bands of humans, marching across the land, and then eventually would kill the war boss on Polia.
Wait, he killed the war boss?
Yeah, he killed the war boss in single combat.
Holy crap! I'm gonna give him props right there, because a war boss in orcs is not easy to kill.
What makes it another thing he did is in actually his first book. It's actually one of the funnier thing he did. He volunteered to be assigned to a regiment, the regiment that got pool together to become one. Which at the first, when they first got there, they hated each other. One unit was an all-female unit, and the other was an all-male. It was a male unit, and they hated each other from the get-go. So much so that they actually opened up a huge barroom brawl, destroying the cafeteria, and actually killed 3 people.
So was it like Sister of Battle versus like Guardsmen or something?
No, these were all guardsmen. Commissars have no jurisdiction over Sisters of Battle. There are female guardsmen, and it's rare, but there are also mixed units. And this is one of those mixed units. He eventually would rename the entire legion, the entire regiment, the 597th Valhallan Regiment. And he didn't really give them much of a choice because the other option was the 48th Penal Legion.
Yeah, no.
So he didn't really give them much of a choice. So what he did was he actually was very smart on his part. He actually would integrate all the units to work together, and he actually gave them bonuses. See, the thing what made Caiaphas Cain really special is he cared about the men. He would say that he mostly cared because he wanted to save his own ass, but really he cared about the men who was under his command. He would remember names. He would remember deeds. He would save them as much as he can. This is a man who fought 2 Chaos Space Marines and won.
He was a basic guardsman.
Oh no, he's a commissar.
Oh, it's even worse.
He some people in the forums actually believe that he's actually a coward. Or he just got really lucky and he was just in the right place at the right time. I think he's actually is a very brave man because I think it was I forget who it was who said that courage is not the absence of fear. It's knowing that you're afraid, but you still go do the right thing.
That's called bravery.
Yeah, he was very brave man.
That's how I am. Knowing the difference between what to do and what not to do, for the sheer fact is bravery is accepting that you know you're going to die, but you still have to do the job.
He would broker a deal between the Tau and the Imperium to help fight the Tyranids in the Eastern Fringe. He became a liaison between the guard, the Imperial Guard, and the Space Marines. He actually became personal friends with a Space Marine who he trained with, and actually got a single and actually sparred together. He is a remarkable man. He's a master swordsman and a very good marksman.
Didn't he get respect from a war boss?
Yes, he actually he is not only that. Not only did he get respect from a war boss, he also got that was Uric you're thinking of.
Oh, I'm thinking of Uric.
Caiaphas Cain believes that the guardsmen under his command, and he actually teaches this in his when he retires, which is retire. He doesn't retire.
You mean
he ambly comes back every so often and kind of takes him out of retirement. In fact, this is actually a funny thing. He is actually technically dead, but technically in the eyes of the Ministorum, he's actually not dead because a long time ago they thought he was dead, but he wasn't dead. And so they just basically said, you know what? He is alive until told otherwise. And so to this day, he's probably still in the mark as in active duty.
So it's Llama.
Yeah, pretty much.
Hey, I'm immortal till proven wrong.
He actually pissed off a Sineshi cultist. He actually killed a Sineshi cultist on the planet, and one of the cultists came back as a demon prince to torment him, and then he kills her again. It's I actually really enjoy the Caiaphas Cain series because it's a very good series for beginners because it's not so doom and gloom, like in most Warhammer 40K novels. But it's a very good way to like test the waters a little bit. Like he's like I would consider Kai's Kane series as sticking your toes in the water to see if you like it kind of
The intro.
Yeah.
I jumped right in through the Horus Heresy and jumped right in through the Space Wolves. That's how I started Warhammer.
Yeah, Kaivis Kane is a remarkable man who has done so much for the Imperium. And he and one of his faithless companions was Uric. He's a guardsman who was kind of assigned to him as a liaison. Not liaison. It's like a secretary of sorts. I can't remember the name. Can't think of the word. I'm going to think about it later, and it's going to bug me. His job was to get him tea, to help him sort out mail, to help him do tasks. He actually somehow managed to scrounge tea for him because one of his favorite drinks is a nice cup of Tanner tea, which is only Van Halen. He would spend most of his career until he gets assigned to regimental command with Valhallan and the Valhallan Ice Wars, which we'll talk about in another segment. Kaivis Kane, he has gone through 200 years of all this, and all the injury he's had is he lost a couple of fingers. That's the only major injury he's ever had.
Wait, really? That was it?
Yeah. He actually got some augmented fingers. He actually lost them in a Necron Tomb World. He just got a lucky shot, and he lost only a couple of fingers to a gas rifle.
Wow.
I mean, he's gotten breaks and bruises and braces arms, but that's for the most part, he's pretty tough guy.
Yeah, most Warhammer people lose a body part and get it replaced.
Yeah, but he only the only thing he lost was a couple of fingers, and actually, those fingers were given to him by Space Marines.
Now that shows respect.
No, what shows real respect is they allowed him to use one of their training halls. That's real respect. Do you know how sacred a Space Marines training hall is?
That was cool.
Like, whoa, hold on. No, we're not going to gloss over that. There are sacred training halls, and then all of a sudden a picture of a bed pops up on the screen.
Thunderbase, what kind of training hall are we talking about? Is this the Chaos training hall? Or is this like a Salamander training hall? Because, like, I respect that.
It's like, what kind of fucking training are the Space Marines doing here?
He pulls up a fucking flaming bed. Oh, Thunderbase, I respect you for that. That was like the greatest troll of all.
Yeah, you guys got any questions?
What was his main weapon equipment?
He used a chainsaw sword and a las pistol.
Wow, he was basic.
But you have to remember, Kaivis Kane was a master swordsman. He could stand toe-to-toe with a Chaos Space Marine and won.
Yeah, I give him props because Chaos Space Marines most of the time don't feel pain. They get excited.
Not any Chaos Space Marine, Khorne Space Marine.
Yeah, Khorne and Slaanesh, which are two of the most dangerous. I don't care what anybody says. Khorne and Slaanesh are the two most dangerous when it comes down to it because Nurgle and I forgot the other guy's name. Tzeentch. They're tough in their own ways, but Slaanesh is they enjoy it, and Khorne is give me more.
Actually, the funny thing about that is that in one of the books, I think it's the third book, he actually makes a message about that. Says, yeah, torturing a bunch of masochists is rather unproductive.
I remember that one. I remember that chapter.
And not to mention the fact that he also he actually is being tormented by a ghost of a lady who tried to get him to become a Slaaneshi cultist, but failed because of Uric. And now she's tormenting him from the warp, and she actually came back in that same book and tried to take his soul again, and he kills her again.
The question is, how does he kill her?
He shot him.
It's just straight up just blast.
Yeah. The thing is that Uric is a blank, so she was weakened because of his blank because of the neural field around him. he got close enough, and he just started shooting her. And he's like, "Why? Why are you doing this? How can you be this, you horrible man?" It's like, you were trying to take my soul. No, I'm going to keep my soul, and I'm going to shoot you. Okay.
I respect that a lot. Like,
Yeah,
he was a guy that it sounds like he couldn't be corrupted by chaos.
Well, he could be corrupted because he couldn't be corrupted, and not just because of Yorick, but it's also the civil fact is he couldn't be corrupted because he's just so much he's self-serving. Well, here's what I mean by master swordsman about with him. He was such a master swordsman. He was attacked by an assassin who was invisible, and he won.
Okay, that I give props to. Like, this is Llama. We're talking about Llama in the future. Like, straight up, dude going like, I can't see you. I don't care. We're fighting.
Okay, I think we need to go on, move on. Do we have to move on?
Yep, it's time to move on to our political section.
Yep. All right, we're going to start off with the first video. We might be going a little longer tonight, depending, because of our length. And we have 5 people plus. But there's a disclaimer.
News today. Ooh, big news. Transgender
Bearing
athletes are being banned from the Olympics. Ooh.
Oh yeah, I heard about this. I actually kind of agree with that because
that's correct. Have you ever noticed?
I agree. I don't know why I agree.
Yeah. Well,
5 seconds.
This is an unfair advantage. Because just here, it's an unfair advantage.
Imagine me as a man, 6 foot, 220 pounds, former fighter, former pro wrestler, still have an 8-pack, pretty jacked, and can still bench over 300 pounds and still punch over 900-pound PSI. I put a damn wig on. I put a skirt on. Not a skirt, a skirt. Get in the ring, bounce around saying, I'm a girl, wear a sports bra, and just whoop on every single woman that gets in the ring. Not one of them would win. I don't care who or whom or anything of it is. Nothing against it. You're not going to win.
Henry, you'd be the equivalent of that South Park episode.
Yeah, I would be like the Macho Man type in that way of, oh, yeah, you can't beat me. Like, not trying to be a dick, but look a penis, like straight up. Males have an advantage when it comes to certain things, which they're finally acknowledging, which we've known for a long time, which they acknowledged years ago until recently, which makes no bloody sense whatsoever, is women's sports is separate from male sports for a reason. Like Dark Trooper here. Motherfucker is 6'4" to 6'5", 330 pounds solid, and the guy is strong. He is like, I'm strong. If this guy trained as much as I did, Dark Trooper would be stronger than me, and he could probably one punch KO most of these ladies, let alone that would do no damage to him if he was fighting in the women's division, lifting in the women's division, working out, or doing any of the Olympics in the women's division. Same thing for me. I would dominate in the women's swimming. I was one of the fastest swimmers in Michigan, beat the record of like a 45-second 100 butterfly or less, and just dominated everybody and didn't even try. And that is my main thing. I don't even try, and I win 90% of the time not trying. Imagine if I tried. And go back to the story, though.
Imagine if I cried.
Awesome. They're from Australia, by the way.
This morning to this tweet from Elon Musk. He's referring to this Daily Mail article, and he says, mind-blowing discovery. And the headline is, Olympics set to ban all transgender athletes from female events after finding scientific evidence of advantages to being born male.
Right there, scientific evidence. We've had that scientific evidence for a long-ass time, if not longer. Why is it we have to renew it? Why is it that ever since the 1960s when they put the gender studies in college? That's stupid. It reset a bunch of people's brains and made them stupid and dumb in ways. Like, men and women are different. Duh. You shouldn't be thinking that, oh, we're the same. No, we're different for a reason. We're a yin and yang. We work together. We're better as a couple, not separate. But for some reason, they want to think that men and women are the same. You, like, nothing against it. Most women will never punch as high as me. They will never kick as hard as me. They'll never lift as much as me. And I'm still technically crippled. And I'm still technically disabled. And I still work a full-time job, work out every day and train, and can still punch over 900-pound pressure.
Well, not to mention the fact that if in the very rare case that there is somebody who can do as just be like you as a woman, it's extremely rare. But it's like not to mention the fact if I'm not saying that that transgenders cannot be in the Olympics. I'm not saying that.
They should have their own category.
Olympics as a transgender. Make your own. There's a handicaps Olympics. Why not?
Why isn't there a trans Olympics in there? They should have that separate then. You know that the male to female transitioners would be top dog the whole damn time, where the female to male transitioners would be second place or less the whole time, because there is a genetic difference between our strengths and our differences. I am physically stronger than any woman I've ever met in my life, and that's not even a joke. That's not even over exaggeration. That's just straight up. I am physically stronger because I've been trained since I was 3 years old. My sister was trained at 3 years old. She has the advantage from our genetics of our family, from DJ Thunderbase and me. We have the natural inherent rage and strength that enhances our strength substantially. Even with her having that, my sister Angel is still not stronger in any way. And she can still knock out most guys. She can still punch over 500 to 600 pound PSI, which to KO a person and hit them in the head, you have to have at least 500 pounds of PSI to KO somebody. My lightest hit is 600 pounds playing around. And I KO people for playing around. The only reason me and Thunderbase didn't KO each other is because we were wearing gloves and purposely holding back as much as possible, even though he broke some teeth of mine.
You can use my punching bags.
Damn it, Llama. I'll punch your bag.
That's what I just said.
Next one right here.
These tenants owe their landlords $34,000, but they're not paying. We are the Bowen Tower Tenant Union, and we are on rent strike. We can't be late on rent.
Here's the problem with rent strike. To let you know in law, if you pause for a second, if you rent strike, you get kicked out because it's part of the lease. Like, I get it. Rent's too high for somewhere. What you do is not rent strike. You take your stuff, you find a cheaper place, or you in the community build something to make something better where they don't have tenants at the place you used to be. And they're going to be like,
Henry, in this case, keep watching the video and you'll understand why these guys are rent striking.
Yeah, what state is this?
Missouri.
Okay.
Why can't we get everything we was promised? Why can't we get the AC?
That's why.
The work club and the
That's why.
That's disgusting. That right there is slumlord. That's not regular landlord.
No, this guy is most definitely a slumlord.
It's not. This has nothing to do with Trump or any other politics. This is slumlords. I've dealt with slumlords here in Michigan, let alone other places, that they will lie to you. They'll say they're taking. Hell, I'm dealing with it right now. There's a damn microwave. They haven't done that in a year. I know how to do construction. I can do all this myself and repair and replace everything myself. Doesn't mean I'm going to, because it's not my job. It's their job. We put in the work order. They never fulfilled it. Why should I have to pay rent? Why should I have to pay extra? I'm paying a ridiculous amount. I'm paying like as much as a condo for a little basic place right now. I'm glad I'm shifting over to the overlord's land when we get to his mighty land.
Yeah, but keep watching. This is another
Don't
one.
worry, I'm a slumlord too.
And say that when you can't afford Chicago, you come to Kansas City. When you can't afford Kansas City, you live in a rage.
Yes, I agree with that. That's wrong. You shouldn't have to pay rent if they haven't taken care of what they're supposed to. And yeah,
I actually read an article about this. I actually looked this up to make sure this was real before I posted. I gave it to Davante. I actually looked it up, and it is real. And the guy's trying to evict all of them. But it's like, dude, they have evidence. They have pictures. They have videos of your crappy apartments. Do you honestly think that shit's not already on the internet? And you honestly think that any person who sees that kind of photo evidence, who sees those videos, who sees these very brave people protesting doing this, and
Oh,
you
I
honestly
agree.
think that you're going to get any people who's going to rent out that place?
I agree, Dark Trooper, right there, because they have proof, video evidence. Because yes, the court, technically, the cops could kick them out by legal law and to a certain extent, but when it comes to court, those slumlords would lose.
Not just
Because of the
that
evidence alone.
they don't just lose, but they also, it's like, dude, that apart, those people are in there. Like
Yes,
in my
black
apartment,
mold.
if
Black
I
mold
find
is
something
very
that's
dangerous.
wrong, I make a call. I call my landlord and I call my leasing office and I tell them that there's something wrong. They want these good places. They want that phone call. They want you to tell you that there's something wrong.
Because they want the proper things. And there's the people that care, and there's people that don't care and just want profit. You're dealing with ass jockeys that only care about their profit. You follow the money of where they're putting it or what they're doing with it. Because if they're not replacing, repairing, and or fixing the black mold, because I've seen those, just showing those couple videos, couple images, that was black mold.
Yeah.
That is the worst kind of mold you can have. I'm allergic to black mold. I get it.
It's not just that, but it's not just that, but also
I'll relocate the black mold to the basement when you move in. Don't worry. It won't
Llama,
be
you are
upstairs.
black mold. But damn it, Llama, you're all right. Dominant Visions, do you have anything to say about this? Have you ever had to deal with a slumlord? Sorry, Dark Trooper, for cutting you off. I'm just trying to introduct Dominant Visions into this as well. What is your vision on this?
Where's your dominant vision on this?
What is yours? Have you ever had to deal with a slumlord yourself, Dominant Visions?
The question is, did you forget his mute?
Dom,
are you there?
I think he's asleep.
Damn it, Llama. And damn it, Dom.
Anyway, back to my point.
It's his new name.
The amount of money he's going to need to gut all of that out, to replace all of that, is probably going to be worth more than the building itself.
Yeah, I've dealt with it. I've worked in hotels. I've been a maintenance man. I've been a maintenance man for several years plus. Yeah. And boy, howdy, I'll tell you, a lot of these hotels and everything, or houses, or what do you call them, like cul-de-sacs, short pinch you as fast as they can to try to make it so they can make an extra dime or two instead of taking care of what could make them more profit, because they hope that they can get a new tenant in that gets that little bonus for that short period of time, and then they kick out that tenant and get the next guy because they get a little tax write-off. No, I'm glad they're fixing that with the Trump administration. They're making it so it's not going to happen anymore like that. The slumlords are being taken care of. They're not going to be screwing people over anymore. Here's one from Nuxtaku. I love this dude.
Too soon. He lost. Now, for those of you that have been following my channel for a while, I have been covering a lot of different people that are being astroturfed by the Dem establishment to start running our cities. So this guy, Omar Fateh, is supposed to be the mayor of
Takeaway or whatever it was with
obliterated. Yeah. And no one's talking about it except for me.
I am the captain.
Look at me. I am the captain now. He was the
That guy looks just like him. I'm trying to be racist or a dick, but no joke, he looks just freaking like him.
Game of Thrones, although they seem to have very similar ideologies. Let's see what this retard had to say.
And they're doing blood feuds. That was the thing as well. Why the crazy racist dude that looks like he's from that movie, straight up, he lost because of a blood feud from Africa or from Somalia or whatever, fucking forever ago. And that's the thing they don't understand, that they're not understanding is they're trying to take over our country with their race and religion in an incorrect way. Why don't you follow the American way? When you come into our country, you integrate into our country. We don't integrate into you. I know how this goes. I've been living in the hood most of my life. There's a Mexican town. There's a Chinese town. There's a bunch of other ones. There's an Arab town. Look at Dearborn now. Dearborn is literally
every city, every major city has that kind of thing.
Yeah, and it's getting worse. Like, I understand when it comes to I want to keep my culture from my original heritage, but at the same time, I'm a proud American. Whatever happened to that? I am a Native American first before anything, and then I'm Jewish and amongst other things. But my original heritage of my family came from here. I am 4 different types of Native American, 2 from my mom, 2 from my dad, Blackfoot, Cherokee, Chippewa, and Mohawk. And me and my cousin right here, Devontae, we are from one of the tribes, from the Blue-Eyed Princess.
Mhm.
Which my daughter is the next inherent of the Blue-Eyed Princess. Because me and my wife, I have hazel eyes, and she has green eyes, and we did a blood test and everything. It's my child. She was born with blue eyes and blonde hair, just like the Blue-Eyed Princess. And they
Now,
don't
hold on.
understand that the American heritage is not just, oh, white people. No. We're a mix. I'm part black. I'm part white. I'm part Native American. I'm a mix. I'm a Heinz 57. I'm mixed with a bunch of things in Europe as well from my mom's side. My dad's side is mostly here in America. My mom's side's all over Europe. Same thing goes for Thunderbase right here. He's a mixed mutt. And we need to protect the country. We need to protect our laws and what we care about. Now, what was that, Supreme Overlord? What did you want to say?
You said you did a blood test to confirm you're the father, right?
I always do that. It's a big touch to me.
You guys did do a blood test to confirm that Lucy's the mother, right?
Damn it, Llama.
Llama, I swear to God,
I was there. I witnessed my children being birthed. It doesn't.
I told
bug
you to
me.
record it so I can watch it
Where
later.
I watched my kid get birthed and I can't do anything ever again. No, I watched my kid come out of my wife and I cut the cord. But nonetheless, the point is if you're a proud American, you go for this country first. Because this is your homeland now, not where you used to be. If you are living here, you're raising your kids here, learning your education here. This is your homeland. If you want to go back to there, go back to your country. If you're trying to bring your laws of your country into this country, you're wrong. You shouldn't do that. You should bring it back to your country where you're from. Our country has specific laws for a specific reason to make everybody properly, respectfully equal to a certain extent. More than most countries. If you look at laws or you look at history, our country is doing better, and we are only at 250 years compared to the rest of the countries in the world. But those are my thoughts. What are yours?
Sorry, I went brain dead. What's up?
Greenport had to say on his actual victory speech.
He has to do his victory speech in a foreign language. That bugs me. Even if he did what this guy's a winner, which I prefer this guy being a winner, which he's actually a Jew and everything. That's not the point. The point is, why do I have to do a victory speech in a different language? English is the American language head. Period.
America has no official language.
No, America is number one English, secondary Spanish. I would be fine with Spanish over these other countries of speaking. If we need to be multilingual, that's fine. Japan does it better than anybody.
Mm-hmm.
And we need to learn from Japan, at least for multilingualness.
For living in Minneapolis. The reason why Omar didn't win the election is because the rival Somalian blood gangs didn't support his.
Yeah,
he
looks like the guy from a Tom Hanks movie. I straight up looks like I am the captain now. Like that is the guy. And me and Thunderbase were just joking about it. Like that's not even a joke. He literally looks like he might be related.
And not to mention that, look at that.
Well, the thing is it would make sense. I mean, that whole incident had to do with Somalian pirates.
Yeah. And sadly, most of them are incest.
He is Somalian, so.
Yeah. He probably is his cousin or some shit. Because the actual guy that was the actor that was with Tom Hanks, you know what he did? He did the honorable thing. He went back home with all his money that he won from the movies, gave it to the tribe of the town to grow it.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what you're supposed to do. Do it the right way. This guy purposely is trying to take over and then saying white people are the villains. White people are the bad guys. So that means, Dark Trooper, you are first to be nixed. You're the first person they would put in the execution block because you are the white guy in this whole group. And probably Llama after that, then me, then Thunderbase, and then last Dominant Visions because they are racist towards black people. So The whole point is like they literally, this is their religion. This is how they are. They would nix each one of us, just one at a time. And he said it out loud. That was the problem too. I would never vote for a person like that. We need people that are proud of this country to improve this country, not bring in foreign people that are the worst of the worst. We need to bring in the best of the best to make this country better. That was the whole concept of America. Bring in your best. Bring your best to our country. We will make it thrive. Those are my thoughts.
The UK is suspending some.
Yeah, blow that motherfucker up.
Suspected drug traffickers in the Caribbean because it does not want its intelligence to be used by the U.S.
Oh, it's CNN. That's why they're very biased to the left.
And kill everyone.
Yes, you lethally blow up drug boats, drug cartels, which they have warned several times.
Illegal, that they are in violation.
They're not illegal. They're legal. Those are legal.
Civilians. So these are people that are killing
in a room like a
the
dumbass.
population. You see the bags of drugs all over the boat.
Now, the Trump administration has argued repeatedly that these are not civilians, and it has.
She just messed up that part right there. She should have muted that part because it was a drug boat full of fentanyl and everything else.
The UK does not agree with that assessment. In fact, our sources told us that the UK believes that these amount to extrajudicial killings.
We don't care about UK. UK is their own country.
No, it's not just the UK. Our military is saying the same thing.
If the US was going to
Our military is shutting down these drug cartels. That's our military.
Yeah, the ones doing the exploding is our military.
Our Americans are stopping these evil, manipulative, messed up psychos that are filling our our country full of drugs, trying to kill us. I know. I grew up in the drugs. I was around all the people that were druggies.
About whether the U.S. military
I watched them destroy them.
Extrajudicial killing campaign without any kind of due process for those on board these boats.
You don't need a due process if they're from a different country. There is no due process if you're from a different country and you're coming into our country, invading illegally, coming into our shores and our waters illegally without communications accordingly. We can think you're pirates. We could think you're smuggling drugs. Anything. The point is, if you're coming into our country without communications, you will be eradicated. You need to communicate accordingly, because guess what? You guys don't see the other side, where if we go into their place, into their airspace, their boat space, their water space, their land space, they will kill you. They will deport you. They will arrest you and lock you up forever, and you'll never hear about it. America, on the other hand, is like, hey, by the way, turn around or we will blow you up, which they do that. They do warn them. They do send them messages. They ignore it. I've seen the videos of them saying, hey, turn around right now. You have so many minutes to reply. If you keep heading towards our water space, our land space, our area, we will shut you down or we will blow you up. If you do not listen or comply in this many of time, we will literally shoot you down with a drone. Not even a person, a drone, a robot. And that's what happens. And that's what's been happening, because their country leader tried to act like he was big and tough and then promised and said he would give everything just for us not to destroy their country and rehab it. I don't want to destroy their country, but these guys need to understand, stop invading our country, stop filling our people with drugs. Let our people grow to be good people. We need to focus on ourselves before we focus on other countries. All right, let's go on to this hypocrite Muslim that hates Jews and tries to
boys are losing their mind. Zoran Mamdani got elected. What a wonderful day for everyone without a brain. They've all come together to say, hey, this guy promised us free things. We're going to vote for him, not realizing that he can't make good on any of those promises. Guess what, guys? He can't make good on any of those promises.
Commissioner Tisch received a heads up from ICE that raid would occur on Canal Street. Now, apparently she did give the Adams administration a heads up. If you were in his shoes, how would you have reacted to this? Would you have said, yes, NYPD officers do not interfere with ICE, but how would you have acted as mayor?
What I will continue to do is be someone who will stand up for New Yorkers when Donald Trump is seeking to fulfill his promise to create the single largest deportation force in American history.
What do you mean stand up for New Yorkers when you're wanting illegals to come into the country? Like, what do you mean when you say proudly I have 1 million plus Muslims from another country that are not legal here voting for me and change the voting laws? Like right there.
Yeah,
like
he wanted to turn the
Trump, but you're incorrect, dude. Those aren't New Yorkers. New Yorkers, like the actual people that are from New York, are all saying this guy is nuts.
Yeah, he was wanting to turn New York into the largest immigration state in the U.S.
Yep. Because it was a promised city to have your opportunities. Same thing with California. Why do you think those are the two worst states in the country? New York, California, on the opposite ends of the country, two of the worst states. You want to know why? Because they pull in the worst immigrants, not the best immigrants, the worst immigrants. Michigan's pretty bad right now because of Dearborn, but we're not as bad as New York. We're not as bad as LA. Not at all. But right here, this guy right here, like we do have a mayor in Dearborn that is a Islam first, hates Jews, literally says publicly he wants to kill us. And same thing with Mandani here. They've proven and showed videos of him chanting, saying death to the Infada.
On Wednesday, the House Oversight Committee.
Like, he wants to kill the Jews from the sea to the land, period. And then he has these things. He's like, oh, well, we have Jews we care about. No. If he cared about the Jews, he wouldn't have said the things he said. Or also promising free bus fare, free homes, free food.
No, it doesn't work that
How
way.
is that possible? Who's paying for it? The
It's
governor,
not possible. That's the
of New
problem.
York. Yeah, the governor of New York stepped in and said, we cannot possibly fathomably do that. I'm the governor. I have more power than he does, and I can't do that. Hell, the president of the United States can't do that. Like, and he's trying to say and false promise everybody to vote for him, which he illegally had people vote for him numerous times, which his ballot had his name on twice, which is illegal. And they counted the votes of illegals, not legals, because you have to show your voter ID and your registration, if not at least a license. And none of those people were showing that. I watched videos of people being like from just fresh off the boat, called boaters, coming in going, no, where do I vote? Oh, you vote over here. Oh, okay. Who do I vote for? You vote for Muhammad Ali. Okay, I vote for him. Nobody else, just him. I watched the videos of that. It's disgusting. They don't even know who they're voting for. They're just voting saying, this will bring in my family from another country the illegal way instead of the legal way, which is the process, which we need to have documentation of you. We can't just have you illegally jump in here because what if you jump in our house? But let's go on to the next one.
On Wednesday, the House Oversight Committee released new emails from disgraced pedophile Jeffrey Epstein detailing what President Trump knew about Epstein's abuse of young women. In April of 2011, Epstein emailed Ghislaine Maxwell, his accomplice in these matters, quote, I want you to realize that the dog that hasn't barked is Trump. Redacted victim's name, spent hours at my house with him. He has never once been mentioned, police chief, etc. Email 2. In January 2019, Epstein emailed journalist Michael Wolff to say, quote, Trump said he asked me to resign, never a member ever. Of course he knew about the girls as he asked Ghislaine to stop. So to summarize, Trump spent hours with one of Epstein's victims at Epstein's home. Epstein says Trump knew about his abuse of these young women, and Trump's claim to have kicked Epstein out of Mar-a-Lago was a lie. Epstein was
right
never
there,
a member of Mar-a-Lago.
That right there, him talking about that, Trump did inform people. He did mention to people that this was happening. He was actually one of the informants, which is funny that Epstein worked for the CIA, Trump worked for the FBI. They were fighting each other, trying to get information, where Epstein was more about blackmail, which it was the whole concept of the Epstein Island in general was to get blackmail on high-end in leaders and or people with power. He tried to get Trump, and the two girls that had an interview that did supposedly meet Trump never did anything with him, which he never did nothing with any of them. He called it out when he could, and no one believed him at the time being. And then the only thing that Trump did that he screwed up on was he acted like it never happened. That was the one thing I gave him negative response on was, you shouldn't act like it never happened. No, it happened. You know it happened. You already said it in the past. Say it again. Just say, hey, Epstein was a pedophile, and he was doing these ring pedo things with a bunch of high-end people, which we have 90% of the list. We're just missing the last 10%, which is the high-up people around the world, which are, if you don't realize, are probably some of the most powerful leaders in the world. And if you people knew, everything would fall apart. Because the people in the
it's also, but also the thing is about these emails that are just gotten released. It proves that Ghislaine Maxwell perjured herself.
She effed herself many different times. She shouldn't have been in that in the first place. The second that this stuff happened with Epstein, she should have been the one calling the cops. She should have been the one getting video evidence or taking it to the feds or the police or anything. She knew about this stuff. She was an
Well, that's
informant.
because she's a predator. She was
Yeah.
accomplice.
Yeah, that's the problem. She knew that she was in the wrong, so she kept doing the wrong to protect her and the other pedos, which I hate. I hate pedos to this day because of the horrible things that happened to me when I was a kid. But on that note, the political stuff is over. It was a good discussion. We have our chaotic era odyssey. We have our purple people party here, which is the concept of our left and right. We do have left, which is our Democrats. We have our right, which are the Republicans. Why don't we have a center, which people keep saying there is no middle ground? No, there is a middle ground. There are more people in the middle saying, the hell's wrong with both of you? I had to choose lesser of two evils. Why? I believe in this. I believe in a yin and yang of red and blue mixed together makes purple. Why is our symbols of our American animals a forgetful elephant or a corrupt donkey? No, it should be a brave, free bird. It should be the American bald eagle. We are the Purple People Party. We are the PPP. I don't care what anybody else says when they try to announce that with something else. They're disgusting if they think of it in any other way. No, this is what it is. It's for the people, by the people, of the people. We are the people. And we need to work together to sit there and do a trifecta, a triforce. Anybody that's a gamer, it understands Legends of Zelda, understands a triforce. You have your power, you have your wisdom, you have your courage. Also, on that note, for our D&D that we have every Sunday, we have Rolling to Die.
Eastern Standard Time.
Yep, 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 6 to 9, usually, depending on the day. We have our Rolling to Die. Our next episode is still a continuation of our Undead story. We will be finishing that up and getting that hopefully either this episode or next episode, depending on the people and their roles. And then the next month is going to be Gundam, our Mobile Suit Gundam episodes, which people are going to love because Japan loves that one more than anybody, let alone most of the viewers. And we're going to be doing that for a month straight, except for right before Christmas. We are doing that Nightmare Before Christmas that we were going to do originally on Halloween, but everything got stumped. Let's go to the next promotion.
Technical difficulties.
Oh, yes. We have right here the Gray Mercenary Knights, our GMK CEO. And we are a combat performance group as well as stunt performers, stunt actors, actors themselves, voice actors, combat performance of every type, and cosplayers. We enjoy dressing up, having fun, hanging out with the community, showing and promoting. We do almost all of it for free. If not, we occasionally do stuff for a profit, but it's rare. Most of our stuff is of a non-profit LLC in our own manner. We'll go on to the next one, though, for promotions. We have right here the Chaotic Era Odyssey. Our world is chaotic. We are in a new era, and we are the Odyssey. So when it comes down to it, we are the Chaotic Era Odyssey, also known in abbreviations. We are the CEO. You can check out right here with our little square, what is that called?
QR code.
Thank you. Having that, and you guys can scan that and check that out. We will be more grown by then if you're checking this video out later or right now. And then we'll go for our next promotions.
And that'll be for my company that I've been building called Sunday Bisu Productions, which is bringing you all of the productions of this stream. All of the workings, the designs, and everything. Make sure everything runs smoothly. Get it done by Sunday Bisu. And don't forget, every Wednesday to tune in at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time for the next episode of The Chaotic Minds. Once again, I am Devontae Ewing, aka DJ Thunderbase. I've been your host, saying thank you and good night.